First thing we had to do was find the right car. We actually found this Rover SD13500, which is the ideal choice. Not too big, not too small, hopefully gives us enough power to set a good land speed record. The first task was to strip the car out, completely remove everything and lose as much weight as possible. Obviously, once we started building the gasifier and putting this into the car, we were going to start adding considerable weight because the majority of it is quite heavy steel. Once we'd stripped everything out of the vehicle, we'd managed to lose about 250 kilos, which was great news since we're going to be putting so much steel work in here when we put the gasifier in. We then prepped it for spraying and give it a nice spray job matte black. We then fitted clocks and dials so that we could monitor the RPM, the temperature, the battery power, which is really important when running a gasifier. We then built the gasifier, and we made it so that we could take the whole thing to bits, take the fire tube out, bottom grate out, and fully dismantle it for cleaning.
Here we are with Coffee Car Mark II. With our first coffee car, the challenge set was to build a car that actually ran on a used waste product. So we built one to run on coffee, and the challenge was to drive from London to Manchester to the Science Festival in Manchester. With this coffee car, we've built it for speed. So we're aiming at setting a land speed record using a gasifier and running on coffee. With the Mark II gasifier, we've redesigned it to give us a high yield of gas to run the straight six engine in this SD1.
At the cool end of the system we used silicone hose and stainless steel tube. We've also fitted two valves so that we can turn off the gas going to the carburetors for when we're priming the system. You see the cooler fitted there. Later on we have fitted two 12-volt fans to that to aid in the cooling process. We've also got full control over the electrics, intake fan, pressure fan for priming the system.
The easiest way I've found to get the gasifier going is to put some charcoal in or some kindling, set that on fire, especially with this closed system, because we're going to put a lid on it and force the air through, is to get a really hot fire going first. Once we've got a really hot fire, we can start adding the coffee pellets, and once they've started burning, we'll then put the lid on and start up the fan, which will actually force the air through to get a really hot fire going.